video in class so that if you miss class, you'll get class. I will not get a video the whole time, but just so you have it. Okay, so if I'm looking at this, all of you have gotten to this part, which is great, where you substitute that in. Rewrite my second equation. All of you have gotten to there. That's fantastic. Now, we need to do PEMDAS, but are we going up PEMDAS or down PEMDAS? Down. Down first, because my x's are on the same side. What's 2x plus negative 2x? 0. 2x plus negative 2x is 0. Rewrite my equation. What's 0 plus 6? 6. What's this line stand for? Equals. Is 6 equal to 2?
What? Am I speaking, bro?
6 is not equal to 2.
Oh.
If my sides are not equal to each other, what's my special answer? 0. Not 0. No solution. But 6 and 2 will never ever be equal to each other. So there's no value of x that I can put in here that will ever make this true. So this is a no solution problem and you can stop. Okay? So now let's look at number 5. 5 says solve for x. Solve for x. Do I have an x equals or a y equals on number 5? Could I make one of those into an x equals or a y equals, preferably the top one? Right? I could. So x plus y equals negative 1. If I want that to be x equals, what has to move? Somebody said the y, somebody said the negative 1. Let's vote. Y, give me thumb sideways. Negative 1, give me thumbs up. What do you think? Should I move the y or the negative 1? So y is thumb sideways, negative 1 is thumbs up. Do I agree with all of you with your thumb sideways?
Yes.
I have to move my y because if I want x by itself, what's connected to the x? The y. The negative 1 is already on the other side of the equal sign, so we don't need to move that. We don't want to move that over by the x, right? We've got to move it away from the x. How am I going to move that y to the other side? What do I have to add to it to get rid of it on the left side and put it onto the right side? Not a 1. What do I have to add to it to get to have this add to 0? Or cancel? What do I have to add to positive y? Negative y. Okay? Negative y on both sides. Can I combine those over here on the right side? This is 0. Look up here. Then I got x. That zeroes out, right? What's this going to be? Negative y minus 1. We can't add those together. They're not like terms. They don't both have y, right? All right. So if that's the case, now I know what x is equal to, so this is gone. So instead I have x equals negative y minus 1. Can I use that second equation to solve? Can I use the first equation with the second equation to solve for x? Okay, what am I going to be substituting for x? What am I going to be substituting for x in the second equation? Negative y over 1. So everybody look up here. I've got my 5, right? Where my x is, I'm going to do negative y minus 1 plus my y equals negative 13. Right? Ooh, I gotta go down PEMDAS again. what do I have to get rid of first? How am I going to get rid of the parentheses? What do we call those? Distribute. Distribute. We're going to draw our rainbows. What's 5 times negative y? Negative 5y. What's 5 times negative 1? Negative 5. Bring down your plus y. Bring down your negative 13. Okay? Do we have any like terms on the left side?
No. Yes.
Yep. Okay? What are they? Negative 5y and y. How am I going to combine those? By adding, because there's a plus sign there. So it's negative 5y, skip over the negative 5, negative 5y plus y. So if I have negative 5 things in my hand and I add 1 to it, how many things do I have left in my hand? Negative 4. So I have negative 4y. Have we done anything with my 5?
No.
No. Bring down our 5 equals negative 13. Fantastic. Okay? Now what do we have to do? Not yet. Remember, now we're going up on this. We need to get rid of our addition and subtraction first.
Add 5 to negative 5.
Add 5 to negative 5. Where else should I add 5, Elijah? Okay, so I have negative 4y. Negative 13 plus 5 is? Negative 8. What do I have to do to get y by itself? Right? That'll cancel, right? So now I have y by itself. Negative 8 divided by negative 4. Negative 8 divided by negative 4. Positive or negative? Yeah. Nice job, guys. Positive 2. You're welcome. So if I've got positive 2 for my y, then what do I do to find out what my x is? Where am I going to put my positive 2 to figure out what my x is? Am I going to put it into this equation that I crossed out? Am I going to put it into the 5x plus y equals negative 13? Or am I going to put it into the x equals negative y minus 1? Where am I going to put it? Which one? 5x1. Is there a wrong answer to where you put it? No, you can use any of those. Which one has more math to find out what x is? Probably the 5x one. So I wouldn't choose that one. I would choose the x one because that's what we're trying to figure out, right? We're trying to figure out x equals. So I would choose that one because then I don't have to do any of this. All I have to do is plug it in and chug out an answer. Okay, so if I do that, I'm going to switch colors. You see this color? Can you see that color?
Yeah.
X equals, can you guys see that color right back there? Okay, negative y minus 1 is my equation. What was x equal to, or y equal to on the bottom here? 2. So I'm going to put a 2 in there. Don't forget your negative. So negative 2 minus 1 gives me negative 3. It does. So my answer is negative 3, comma 2. This is what we're trying to get to, but we got to do all that math to get there. Right? You would be able to check your answer by putting in your x value and your y value and solving this equation and seeing if you get the same answer on both sides. Okay? Could you try number 6? You may solve either of those equations. It doesn't matter which one. Solve for x and then do this. Solve for x and then do that. And when you're done with that, after you get your answer checked, you can move on to your worksheet. There is not a new worksheet or new notes for number 4, 6-4. So you're just doing both pages 11 and 12. Solve that first equation for x. What did you get? You got x equals what?
Negative y plus 1.
Negative y plus 1.5. Okay, so now that is going to go into here. So negative y plus 1.5 minus 4y equals negative 1. Okay? When we have negative y and negative 4y, what are we doing with those? Negative y and negative 4y are on the same side. What are we doing with those now?
Minus,
Negative y minus 4y. And what do I get?
Negative 5y.
Negative 5y plus 1.5 equals negative 1. Fantastic. Now what do I have to do to get y by itself? Minus 1.5 on both sides. Because whatever I do on one side, I have to do on the other. Right? Nadia, just watch the steps. I know you solved the other one, but watch the steps so that you can see what the steps are for every time we solve an equation. Every single time we do one, all the steps are the same. Okay? So you got to learn the pattern. This adds to 0, yes. What do I have left on this side? Negative 5y. What do I have over here? Negative 2.5. How am I going to get y by itself? Divide by 5. What kind of 5? Correct. When I divide this, it has to be the exact same number. Y equals what? 0.5. Positive, right?
Yeah.
Because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. Okay? So now, I'm going to go back to my x equation. And I'm going to do x equals negative 0.5 plus 1.5. Right? What's negative 0.5 plus 1.5? What's your question?
I don't know if it's stupid, but how do you get negative on the 0.5 on the x? Because it's negative y on the x equation?
Because this was negative y, yeah?
Okay, alright.
Here.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so that's my answer. Okay? So, good. I'm going to erase that. And for those of you who solved the other one, for those of you who got that answer, move on to your worksheet. For those of you who solved the other one, what did you get? You had to add 4y to both sides, right? So you got x equals 4y minus 1. Okay? So now you're gonna put that into here. So you're gonna get 4y minus 1 plus y, because this is this, equals 1.5, right? Okay? How many y's do I have altogether on the left side? 5. 5y minus 1 equals 1.5. Now what do I have to do to move my 1? Add 1 to both sides. Okay? So then I get what? This is 0. So that has to actually add to 0. If it doesn't add to 0, then you've got the wrong sign here. So then what do I have on this side? 5y. What do I have on this side? 1.5. Now what do I have to do? So y is equal to okay?
What?
Are those the same? But we solved different equations. But I still get the same answer. Okay? So now, how am I going to find out what x is? X equals 4y minus 1 is my problem from over there, right? So x equals 4 times 0.5 minus 1. Do the math. What do you get? What's 4 times 0.5? What's 2 minus 1? 1. Then I get the same answer.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter which equation you solve. It just matters that you solve the correct equation, or solve it correctly. Okay? So, use your notes. You need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right now.